Hello Mabuhay. Antonio is here once again. Welcome back to another episode of my Salute House. In this video, I will be saluting on Jollitown, one of the most memorable Filipino children's shows that I watched during my preschool years. I first saw Jollitown in 2011 when I was 4 years old. At that time, I was living in Metro Manila, where I stayed from 2011 until 2014, before permanently moving to Legazpi City. I remember seeing the show on ABS-CBN almost every other weekend, and it quickly became one of the programs I looked forward to watching. As a preschooler back then, I enjoyed the colorful characters, fun songs, and exciting adventures. Looking back today, I realized that Jollitown was not just entertaining. It also taught many valuable lessons about friendship, teamwork, kindness, responsibility, and helping others. So today, I'd like to talk about why Jollitown remains one of my favorite childhood shows. So without the delays, we now go to the main nave. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Jollitown is one of the most recognizable Filipino children's programs of the late 2000s and early 2010s. For many children who grew up in the Philippines during that era, the show became a regular part of weekend television. What made Jollitown special was its ability to combine entertainment with educational values. Every episode focused on real-life lessons that children could understand and apply in their daily lives. As a young child watching the show, I mainly enjoyed the characters and adventures. As I grew older, I began to appreciate the positive messages behind the stories. Do you know what is Jollitown about? The series takes place in the colorful community of Jollitown, where a group of friends learn important life lessons through various adventures and challenges. The show's goal is to teach children about good values while keeping the stories fun, engaging, and easy to understand. Whether the topic is friendship, honesty, teamwork, respect, responsibility, or perseverance, each episode presents the lesson in a way that feels natural, rather than preachy. That is one reason why the series became popular among Filipino families.
My Filipino friends, you know the characters, right? If so, I won't need indication circles for this video. And as for foreign viewers, you can learn from my local friends, right?
Jollibee serves as the cheerful leader of the group. He is friendly, optimistic, caring, and always willing to help others. What I like most about Jollibee is his positive attitude. He encourages teamwork and often helps his friends find solutions to problems. Hetty is intelligent, responsible, and thoughtful. She often acts as the voice of reason and helps her friends make good decisions. I always appreciated how she encouraged learning and responsibility. Yum is energetic, adventurous, and enthusiastic. His excitement often leads the group into fun situations and adventures. He represents curiosity and the joy of exploring new things. Twirly is creative, cheerful, and artistic. She often uses her imagination and creativity to solve problems and make situations more enjoyable. And Popo, well, he is gentle, friendly, and supportive. Although he can sometimes be shy, he consistently demonstrates kindness and loyalty toward his friends. Together, these characters create a balanced group where everyone contributes something unique. Let me tell you my favorite things about the show. One thing I loved about Jollitown was its focus on friendship. The characters were always helping one another, working together, and supporting each other during difficult situations. I also enjoyed the songs featured throughout the show. The music made the lessons more memorable and added to the fun atmosphere. The colorful setting and cheerful animation style were also very appealing to me as a preschooler. Most importantly, the series always left viewers with a positive message. And let's talk about how I applied lessons from the show. Looking back, I think Jollitown helped reinforce many values that were important during my early childhood years. The lessons about sharing encouraged me to be more considerate toward friends and classmates. The episodes about teamwork reminded me that working together often leads to better results than trying to do everything alone. The show's focus on kindness and helping others also influenced how I interacted with family members, classmates, and neighbors. Even simple messages about honesty, responsibility, and respect were lessons that could be applied both at school and at home. Because these values were presented through fun stories, they were easy for young viewers to understand and remember. I should also point out, I would also like to share one special memory that I have with Jollitown. When I was 5 years old, during a school fun day at my preschool in Metro Manila, one of my teachers showed our class an episode of Jollitown. I still remember how excited my classmates and I were. Seeing the familiar characters on the screen in a classroom setting made the experience even more enjoyable. We laughed at the funny moments, followed the story closely, and learned valuable lessons together. At that age, it felt like a special reward because it combined fun, learning, and entertainment all at the same time. Looking back, that school fun day remains one of my favorite preschool memories. It also reminds me of how popular and influential Jollitown was among Filipino children during the early 2010s. Experiences like that helped make the show an unforgettable part of my childhood and strengthened my appreciation for its positive messages about friendship, kindness, teamwork, and good values. So in conclusion, Jollitown is one of the most memorable Filipino children's shows from my preschool years. It combined fun adventures, lovable characters, catchy songs, and meaningful life lessons into a program that many children in the Philippines grew up watching. Although many years have passed since I first saw the show in 2011, I still remember the positive messages it taught and the enjoyment it brought during my early childhood. I would definitely recommend Jollitown to anyone interested in classic Filipino children's programming or those looking back on their childhood memories. Wow, what a local happy memory of childhood of mine. It makes me feel I am a loyal pure Filipino living in my own country. And that is all for this video. Thank you all so much for watching this salute on Jollitown. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, feel free to leave a comment below sharing your favorite Jollitown character, episode, or memory. This has been Antonio, now signing off. To God be the glory, always. Be safe in the power of Him, forever. Amen.